A year ago, we had an up and down season. I mean, when we started off with some pretty big time Division II opponents, 4 ranked teams, but then we were able to find our way in the second half of the year, January and February, get a little consistency. What was your overall take after we completed last season on a year ago?
I think I learned a lot about what not to do, how not to lead. I also learned just the ins and outs of college basketball. The physicality of it, the speed of it, and just I guess the hours you have to put in the gym to be successful.
Someone want to block the door so no one. Hey. Got it. All right. Oh well. Okay. Specifically as a team, last year we may have had some guys that were worried about pro contracts afterwards. What was the team like in your eyes from November to the end of February?
I feel like most of the first semester, really up until the conference tournament, we lacked a lot of team chemistry, something we had this year that's different. And a lot of guys thought about themselves. We also had a lack of experience with I think we had 5 seniors, and then we had 7 freshmen. So you only have 5 people who ever played college basketball. So that's kind of tough too. But that hurt us that we didn't have a lot of team chemistry.
Individually, you really sparked the second half of the year with your 3-point shooting. Talk about your style of play and what you like to bring out onto the court for the team.
I like to I try to play hard. I like the 3-ball. That's something I think I added to my game last year that I didn't really have coming out of high school. And I'm really just all about making the game easy for me and my teammates. Just when the lights come on, I like to perform. And, just give it all I got when I go out there.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one here. What is the team trying to accomplish? I know we talked to Sam. I think he wants to have a running team because we've got some guards that can go out there and make it happen. What kind of team can we expect to see out on the floor in a month?
I think we'll be a lot different team than last year. Last year we had a moderate pace. Depending on who we play, we might push it up. Other times we might get in our half-court sets. But I feel like this year we'll be a more up-in-your-face defensively type of team. Press, running gun, type kind of like Louisville, I guess, and kind of mixed with our own offense too. So
is that what Josh Pittman is bringing in?
I think that's something that Coach Pittman is trying to bring in, coming from Louisville, and we'll be fun to watch. We have really athletic guards, really athletic post players that can run and shoot. So.
Okay, so we played 3 other teams last year in Central State, Urbana, who's now gone, and Cedarville, who won it. Now we're adding Alderson and Broadus, Salem International. What do you think of the makeup of a conference? This feels like a legitimate conference now with 8, 9, 10 teams. Talk about the conference you can.
I feel like it's going to be fun, a lot more fun than last year. It's going to be interesting to play these different schools, and it almost feels like in some cases that we're playing one team, like one big team, like the rest of the conference is one big team, and we're by ourselves because we're the only team from Tennessee in this part, and we have to travel up there all the time. So I think that'll put a lot of fire in us when we head up there to play those other teams.
Kentucky Wesleyan's up the road, and they're probably going to be the preseason favorite. They've got a legendary coach. They've got some San Jose 6'11" transfer, but we can still focus on our team. What do we have to do to be successful and hopefully come away with a conference championship in February?
We just have to play hard and just be a team. We can't really focus on preseason rankings and what players they have. At the end of the day, we all gotta lace them up and put our pants on one leg at a time, just like them. So if we go out there, compete, and just give it all we got every game, I'm not too much worried about whoever else we have to play.
Yeah. Let's look at you a little bit more. Last year, January and February were really your months to shine. You had that 6 3-pointers against Mid-Continent. Really lifted us out on the wing. And you won the conference freshman of the year. What was that feeling like to get that honor after your freshman year?
It was great. It was a great feeling. Just especially how I started the season off. It was real rough for me. I was in a slump and my confidence was low. And then as gradually as I got used to it, I started improving my play and playing like how I knew I could play. And that was my goal at the beginning of the year, was personal goal was to win Conference Freshman of the Year. So it was a great honor. It would have been a little better if we would have won Conference Championship the next day, but all in all, it was a great year for me personally.
And then Coach Harris has mentioned your name as one of the leaders on this team. You're returning, Chris Elliott is returning, and you guys saw probably the most significant minutes of all the returners we've got. Do you take that role of leadership important, and how do you kind of, hey Woodard, get with it, or come on Hanner, get with the program? How do you kind of lead?
I'm more. I think I hold myself accountable first before I can hold anybody else accountable. A lot of the guys are new; they don't know the system, and for me, if I'm not doing right, I can't tell them to do right. So I try to hold myself accountable first, and then try to pump my teammates up or let them know. And I expect them to do the same with me. If I'm not doing right, let me know too. I'm fired up. I play with a lot of passion. I hate losing, and so coming off last year and how our leadership lacked in some aspects, I really just don't want to have a repeat of last year. And so every game is serious. Every game means something to me, and I'm gonna play every game like it's the conference championship.
All right. My final question for you is, ever since the summer when you kind of finalized, Aaron Turner coming in, Matt Pond coming in, when a coach gets excited with the roster he has, you can just sense it. And last year, I didn't sense that excitement going into the season. It's night and day difference. What are your teammates like out on the floor? It looks like you guys are good to be around. You're joking with each other. What are the teammates like around us?
I like these guys a lot. We've only been here a couple months, like 8 weeks, and I feel like I've known these guys for about a year. They're good people, funny guys, but they're also dedicated on the court. Their work ethic is great. Everybody works hard. Everybody takes criticism well, and everybody wants to be here. And I think that's the big thing. A lot of guys last year were kind of just about themselves, but everybody seems to be within the realm of team and teamwork. And so I feel like the sky's the limit for this year's team. We got a lot of versatile players, a lot of guys who can play different positions, and that's going to make it easier on everybody. I feel like it's going to be real tough for other teams to do scouting reports on us when you have 8 or 9 guys who can all hurt you in different ways.
Question's going to be, Nick, talk about playing at Moore Gym with the fans and all that kind of stuff, what it means to you to play in this gym that Avery Patton, one of your assistants in high school, played at and Jim coached at and all that kind of stuff. Just talk about playing here at home, what it means. That
was a big part of my recruitment as far as me coming here. Like you said, Coach Patton, he's arguably the best point guard to ever come out of Trevega, and that was a big part of me coming here and playing, and just coming in here and more with the more maniacs and the students, so close, and everything's just real. It's like an intimate type of close environment, so you feel the energy from the fans when you play, and it's just a fun environment to be in. I've often compared it to kind of like the Cameron Crazies. It's like a small version of Duke. So I mean, it's real fun. I cherish the moments I'm out there, and it's just a great environment to play in.